You hear me?
You're welcome.
I'm low, man.
No, I know, but I'm also going back to our empty apartment, so.
I just was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have to reschedule my daughter's hair appointment. That's literally what I just thought just now. So my Christmas is around the corner. I started laughing.
I never knew. They never said that. This place is a clusterfuck.
This guy, he come in here, he go to the door, he beat, so he took something. So when try to stop him, he run. He go across over there, stop him, he run. So when I call the police, he really go. So after a couple of weeks, he come back again, he keeps video in us in the building. So the manager tell me call the police again. When I call the police, you know I call the police, he's going to go in again. So now he's here now. He don't want him here no more. He wants to stop him. Don't go over there.
Who? Which guy?
That guy over there.
Where's the manager? Call the manager.
Okay.
Just lying alongside the complainant's bed. Give them with your bed number. I'm gonna show you your check-in.
Así que bueno, estabas el lunes. Hi. How are you?
First, will not be tolerated at this store.
You're going to be receiving a trespass today. You can't come back. They have the right to request that you return to the store.
That he already...
I talk to him, but I can put it.
4 times. ID.
She's talking to you. Listen to her.
Okay. So they have a right, it's a private institution, to request that you don't return. And they want to formal trespass, which means it'll be documented. You're just going to simply say, I'm in contact with you. The manager requests to have you
For a
trespass.
trespass, you have to ask me to leave first. Nobody has asked
No,
me.
I have to give you a warning and then tell
The
you.
owner has to ask, but I haven't done anything.
Okay. In the past, they said you guys didn't see eye to eye. There were some things that happened, I guess.
Yeah,
When they
there
called
was
the
a police report and a guy almost hit me. And there was a police report about it.
According
I was
to him,
never at
something
fault.
was taken
Yes.
in the past.
Not about me though.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Can I get your ID, please? Well, by law, if you don't, I'm going to arrest you.
She has to ask me
Listen
to
to me.
leave first.
By law, I'm telling you, give me your ID, else I'm taking you to jail.
The trespass? Miss, what did I do?
You want to do this the simple way or the hard way? By law, you have to give your ID.
Listen to the police.
But listen to them.
These handcuffs come out to you.
No,
I'm not
you
coming
gotta
back
listen
unless
to
I'm
them.
in the morning. I'm just going to simply get your ID and do a document like they asked and tell you you can't come back. And that's it. That's all I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question. To be formally trespassed first, you have to ask me first to leave. And then if I deny and come back,
No,
then
that's trespassing every
Yes.
morning.
No, that's
That's
trespass.
statute.
Right.
I'm issuing a
I
trespass.
know. You have
Listen
to
to
ask
me.
me.
I am issuing a trespass, which means I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Let me see. Let me finish. And I will give my supervisor. I'm going to explain to you how a trespass warning has to be. You're not going until you give me your ID.
I'm trying to walk out. I said
You're
I'll
not
wait
going until you give
outside.
me your
But
ID.
you're not even listening to her.
I asked for your supervisor.
Okay, he's gonna tell you the same thing.
I'll wait for you to come to come.
You're not going into, you need to provide your ID. You're committing a crime right now. You're disobeying a lawful command.
But you have to ask
You're
me to
committing a
leave.
crime right now, and I'm being as patient as possible. Normally, I don't give everybody a warning this
I'm
much.
willing to walk out.
Your ID. Your ID.
Can I please walk out?
Your ID.
I'm asking you.
We're going to walk out together, and you're going to go in handcuffs. That's how we're about to walk out.
Can I have your supervisor?
ID. You can record this on camera.
Can I please have your supervisor?
Yes, you surely can.
I'm not being rude, right?
Reference the trespasser's refusal to provide his ID and cooperate.
I'm not being rude. I'm not.
You are.
Resident 15
You are. You are. And now I'm going to be placing you under arrest. Why? Because you're not obeying my command. I'm telling you, I explained to you. Yep. Yep. As soon as he get here, I'm going to proceed with my decision. Because you're being uncooperative. It's a simple document of, I made contact with Mr. Such and Such. She asked for him to no longer return to the store. And he was issued a formal trespass warning. He was educated that if he comes back, he will be trespassing after warning. Which is what I'm trying to do, right?
I'm totally okay with that.
He's not cooperating though, right?
She's only asking you for an ID, and you're making it more complicated.
Before the ID comes, the owner has to ask me to leave first.
No.
And then she never asked me to leave. I haven't even spoken to her today.
You don't know the law.
You have to give me a chance first, and then if I come back, then you trespass.
That's not how it works.
Miss, I know it.
Okay, and so do we.
And that's why I asked for your supervisor. I'm not going to.
Because you do not understand how the law goes. Sure. BONNY, 66, right there.
Thank you. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Huh?
Thank you so much. I'm trying to be as cooperative.
You're not being
But
cooperative.
nobody's asking me to leave.
You're not being cooperative. Just like you asked me for my ID, my information, I gave it to you. You're not being cooperative. And I just explained exactly how. Yes, no, actually you do. And you're
All right, miss, you no longer want him here. Is that correct? So tell him you no longer want him
I
here.
no longer want you here.
Okay, no, wait. Now you still have to provide ID.
Your supervisor's going to tell you.
No, they're not. Listen, this is what we know
Be as
this.
cooperative as possible.
No, you're not. You're
That's
not.
the first time she asked me. And then you have to give me a chance to walk out.
We are gonna give you a chance to walk out, but all she needs is your ID. You're making it more difficult than what it needs to be.
To ask for it.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not, miss.
Listen, she explained to you what the situation was.
Very nice about it.
Okay. And suit yourself. You're the one that's gonna make it difficult for yourself. Okay.
I work for a law firm.
Okay.
Go look it up.
I
Go
do
look it
know.
up.
Okay.
Go look it up.
All right, so it's like.
Go look it up. Since you know,
I'm not trying to be.
when we issue a trespass
And I'm
warning,
trying
it
to
has to
walk
be
out.
documented because we're not going to keep track of every single person. So we
Yes.
need to have it documented.
So it's
So
like-
now if you come back, we know, okay, he was given a trespass warning on this date and this time. But you're not being cooperative. So once my supervisor get here, we're going to go forward with my
Are you
decision.
detaining me? Am I being detained?
Yes, you're interfering with my
Am I
investigation.
being detained?
You're being.
Am I being detained?
This is an investigation.
Am I
Yes.
being detained?
And so the supervisor get here? Yes. You want to speak to the supervisor, right?
Request to remain silent.
That's what you want, the supervisor, no? So we're gonna give you the supervisor.
I have trust people in the past for my property. So the way it works is, without your official capacity, if you walk into my property and you commit a crime, then I can formally ask you to leave. If you refuse, then I can contact the police and say, this person is refusing to leave. Can you please
And I understand
trespass
that.
him?
I understand that. But here's the thing. That's not the
Can you let me-
issue.
can you
No,
let me
wait,
finish,
hear me out,
please?
because this can be all in that.
Let me finish. Please let me
Listen,
finish.
this could have been all avoided.
Please.
No, listen, because
See,
you're making it more difficult.
respectful.
We could have been done with this long time ago. You're
I'm not willing
just
to give up my
refusing.
rights.
Nobody's asking you to. She's just asking you for your ID. That is it. For her to
And that's
just
a
write
request.
document.
Asking for an ID is a request, not a
It
demand.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it is.
When we have
Asking
to,
for an
when we
ID
have,
and demanding ID.
but when we have to do a report, it's a once.
I'm not waiting for the supervisor.
Okay.
Conduct an investigation and you refuse now
You
to
have to
interfere
have
with an
reasonable,
investigation.
articulable suspicion.
Yes, I do.
No,
And
you
he's
didn't.
already advised that you have committed a theft in the past and he no longer wants you to come here. So now
there documentation?
it's a documentation where he contacted the police. So now I'm going to also look that up and I'm also going to proceed with that charge too. But you're making it worse than it needs to be.
You never mentioned a theft before.
I
And
just said,
I've never been
did I
charged
not
with
just
one.
say, did I not just say a few seconds ago that they stated that you possibly stole something in the past
Possibly.
and you ran away when the police came?
Possibly.
They said you did. He did, right?
Hearsay.
It was him?
Yeah, that's
He
him.
ran
Yeah.
across the street. So he's
Positively,
been
positively.
positively identified
He
as the
pushed
man
me.
who
He
committed a
pushed me every
theft.
time.
6 months ago.
When I
is that
got to
right?
stop him,
I touched
he
you?
pushed me. He pushed me at the time. Outside. And after I come back again, video and a half. When he called you guy again,
Was I charged
he left
with that?
again.
You ran.
Yeah,
That's
you do.
hearsay.
You do.
You ran.
You ran.
Yeah, he ran to
I don't
the
know
guy.
nothing about that incident.
To the Chevron. He
And
went
he's
to
saying
the
that I
Chevron.
pushed him.
What date
There's
was
no
this?
incident number.
I'm gonna. It actually is. I'm gonna run a records and find it. I'm definitely in. Pull up the camera too, please.
It's 1 year and a half. It's not there.
Do you still have it?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you file a police report?
No, I don't have no recollection of this. And I feel targeted.
He made a police report.
I feel so targeted right now. I haven't done it.
Long time, a year ago. That's why you remember him, because he won.
Hearsay. You can't have reason whatsoever to speak that I committed a crime off of hearsay. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Anyway, I don't want you. I just asking you to leave.
Respectfully, I will, but they're not letting me.
Well, it's up to them. You know, they're
We
the
have
ones.
to do a documentation when they say
I
trespass.
refuse to.
No.
Well, ask the supervisor will say.
Listen, can I explain something to you? Do you mind? Do you
supervisor
mind?
will say.
Okay, so what she's
Please.
trying to tell. Okay, what she's trying to tell you is that you're completely correct.
Thank
okay,
you.
I'm not saying,
I appreciate
but
it.
listen to me though. There's a process for this. So once after they say in person, okay, we no longer want you here. We now have to document it as a trespass warning, and we let you go. But in order for us to do, hold on. The only way we can do that is by
appreciate you guys.
requesting your ID just to document it, and that's it. And you go on your merry way.
But I just said
That's all it is.
So, okay,
I
so
said that
under
to
the
you
Penal
multiple
Code of
times.
Florida, in order to provide ID, you have to be lawfully put under arrest.
No,
Yes.
you can be just detained.
What law
Yes, you
firm do you
can.
work
What law firm do you work for?
The supervisor will,
What law firm
I'm being
do you
very
work for?
respectful for you.
And we are too. I'm trying to explain it
It's
to
the
you.
same
What law
reason
firm
you
do you
can't
work
just
for?
you can't just go up to somebody can I
I'm
have your
curious.
ID.
What law firm do you work for?
I don't have to divulge that information.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm being very respectful.
And so are we. I'm just explaining to you our process.
I'm asking you to give me permission to leave, like she asked.
No, because we have to document that you were officially trespassed.
Okay.
And we
to
can't do
be-
that unless we don't know who
to
you
be
are.
officially trespassed, you have to. If I came into your residence, you have to ask me first, man.
They already
sir,
asked.
And I'm trying to leave, and
But
you
it
guys
has
are
to
not
be
letting me because she
documented.
says I'm detained.
It has to be documented.
In order to obtain my ID lawfully for the detainment, I have to stay here after she asked
I
me.
don't understand why you're making me
I
so.
know. It's so complicated. Jesus.
It's not giving up your rights. Don't pull the color card with me. That doesn't matter to me. I don't see color. I don't see color. I don't care what you are. As far as your ethnicity.
My
I'm
race-
not judging you
no.
based off your race. I'm simply telling you.
have to work
So if
within your rights.
listen to me, and I'm telling you within the rights of them, you de-escalate. You're making this
Miss,
complicated.
can I talk to you?
So like I stated, now he wants to talk.
Go ahead.
So, when you got here, nobody in the shop,
Do you
or
remember the
customer,
exact date that this happened?
nobody asked me to leave.
Right. And then we clarified that, and I had her do that.
So in order for the
I need the date.
it's all here.
I'm not here. Well, I'm not talking about
If
that.
I go onto your property and you say, sir, please leave, first you have to give me the chance to leave. If I refuse, then you can do the trespass.
If there was a death report recorded about a year and a half, and
Give me a second, okay?
But now she's fishing.
because I'm inside, they don't know the exact date. They don't.
I don't know how I'm being detained for something you don't know.
Oh, I'm talking about the trespass. I'm not.
It's, you know,
All right, that happens. That happens.
I'm not trying to be difficult. If you would have asked me to leave, I would have walked out.
Hey,
But it's okay,
But nobody
sir.
asked me.
hey, what's up?
No, porque en la ley,
Tell them that it has to be documented.
in the law, for the police to ask you for your ID, you have to, for them to
If you didn't
demand.
do anything wrong, just give your ID.
No, that's the thing. You give up your
I've been
rights.
what?
You know why? He doesn't want it to be on record that he was formally trespassed. So now if he comes back, he can say, I didn't get a trespass. What you talking about?
Miss, please, I'm talking to her.
I just said that.
So today I need it, okay?
Yeah,
You wanted
so the
formally
way,
It's okay.
That's how you called it in, right?
Listen,
Okay, so because you asked for it to be a formal
Okay,
trespass,
no problem.
it has to
you
be
have to
documented.
give me the
I
chance to
understand.
walk
So
out
as
first.
I
All right,
stated,
thank you.
he feels like trespassing is once I tell you to
It's
leave,
not what I feel,
now
it's what
he
the
needs
law
to walk
is.
out. According to the Florida State statute,
You have to
trespass
ask me to
warning is
leave
a formal
first.
trespass in front of the property owner or
You
anyone
have to
who
ask me
has
first.
power or authority to make a formal decision.
She already said I'm
It will be
correct.
documented.
Yeah, but it has to be documented, and that's where you're refusing to
So,
provide identification.
Okay, in order to, that's not legally reasonable or articulable suspicion to obtain my ID. You can't just say, I need your ID. You have to ask me first, please, sir, can you please leave the property? You have to give me a chance. Once I walk out and I refuse, then that's a crime. Then you have reasonable articulable suspicion to obtain my ID legally.
The crime is that you're trespassing after warning. Once you leave and you make the decision to leave, because there are plenty of people that decide to leave.
Yes, but I was never asked to.
Listen to me. Can I speak, please?
Yes.
This is exhausting. We're both wrong. Okay? Once you walk out and you decide, okay, I'm going to leave, and you come back a few months later and decide that you're just going to take it upon yourself, I'm going to take my chances and come back. But you were given a trespass. Yes, but how does the officer who responds know that you were given a trespass if it's not documented?
Because she never asked me. She just admitted to you. That was when she asked me.
No,
And you were supposed to give me a chance.
No, he's not. He's not getting it.
He's not catching what I'm saying,
In order
right?
to be trespassed, you got to give the person a chance.
Just wait. It's not. You're not understanding the part of it. And it's okay.
But it's not lawful.
And just for the record, I know you're recording, but so are we.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Please. And I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not cursing.
I didn't say that.
I'm not doing
Not at all.
Right now, I'm really standing up for my rights. And I hope you guys who swore an oath to the Constitution oppose it.
Yes,
Please.
we do. And we hope that we have civilians who understand their rights and understand the law before they try to go
And a
against it.
request for an ID and a demand for ID are two totally
I said,
different.
can I have your, didn't I say, can I have your
Yes,
ID?
that's a request.
Yes,
That's a request. May I have, can I have? That's a request. And I can formally say no, because I will be giving up my
Okay,
rights because
let's
I
go
didn't
ahead.
commit a crime.
Listen, we're going to get the supervisor here.
Thank
You
you.
can talk to the supervisor.
Thank you, I
And we're
appreciate
going to
it.
all continue to have a wonderful, what's today, Wednesday?
Yeah, busy.
And, all right,
That's all I want to do.
And since you're being
Right
reasonable,
over here.
my name is
just
Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I just simply want to enjoy the rest of my coffee,
Since you're being
actually.
reasonable.
My
Have a
other
good
question
Wednesday.
is, if you're not willing to provide your ID, would you be willing to provide her your full name and
Full
date
name
of
and date of
birth?
birth, address, and
Okay. So then we're back at square one.
Ma'am, respectfully, I know how it works.
Okay.
Respectfully. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Not a problem, Andrew.
Please move your car, you are blocking. Atención,
I got a 97.9 on my civil service.
Con la color gris, con la placa C.
I have many family in law enforcement. I have many family who are lawyers. I'm actually standing up for your rights, her rights, and everybody else's.
You just, we're trying to help you understand that this is what was requested. I didn't ask to come here. I got sent here.
Yes, it was a request. I know.
And she asked for you to be formally trespassed.
But I have to commit a crime first.
No. If they have a right as a private entity to request for a formal trespass. Just like you have a right as a... What's the example you gave me? When someone is at your house and you ask them to leave and they leave. Right?
But once you ask them,
and they
then
don't
if
leave.
they don't, that's when you could demand the ID and issue the form of trespass. But I was never given that chance.
Just listen to me.
Nobody asked me
Listen
to
to me. When you have somebody at your home, so you understand, and you ask them to leave, and they refuse to leave,
There you go.
listen to me. That's now trespassing after warning.
That's trespass.
Yes, it is.
Not legally. You have to give the person a little bit of time to leave. If they refuse, then that's when you can issue the trespass.
Manager, can I get your ID so I can have it
Sure,
back?
let me go to my office. I'll be back.
Thank you.
I'm really not trying to be disrespectful.
No one said you were. I'm not saying you were at all. It's just that you could have been gone a long time ago if you had just cooperated with her.
I am cooperating.
Nah,
But I'm
you're
not willing to give up my rights in order to do it.
Nobody's taking away your rights either.
I'm not saying that you are. I just think your understanding of the trespass is a little skewed. That's all. That's it. And I'm not trying to say that. And I'm not trying to say that as your ability as a law enforcement. Please don't take that disrespect. Because I support law enforcement.
Not at all.
You don't feel like a trespass is suitable for this situation because she didn't tell you to leave. But however, she has a right to request that you are formally
Yes,
trespassed.
she has the right to ask me to leave.
To have you formally trespass.
She has to ask me first.
Yes, she has the right to formally trespass.
If you own a business, you can't just say, hey, I don't like this guy's skin color, I want him to trespass for my property. Because you don't have no reasonable, articulable suspicion that he did anything wrong.
But she's already saying that he has it. Which is what I think about the you don't think she doesn't have a reason. She just said that you
And
committed
she
a
couldn't
crime
provide,
in the
and there was
past.
no police hearsay. Because there's no police report, there's no nothing.
Once I can get to my computer,
It's
I'm gonna
hearsay.
go and I'm gonna look it
But
up.
then you didn't have reasonable to arrest her.
I
And
do
you just
because
said,
based on it, it was already
you just
generated.
admitted on camera right now
And I'm
that
admitting
you
to
don't,
you
you didn't
that,
have anything,
listen to me.
and that you were gonna
No.
look to see.
No,
You
I
just
said I'm
said
gonna
that.
find the case number. You
No,
said an incident
you
number.
just said it on camera.
Yes, I did.
You're going to find it, which
The
means
incident number.
you don't have reasonable articulable suspicion now. The man might.
The man just said you committed
That's
a crime.
hearsay.
Okay, Andrew, I'm done having a conversation.
That's
so my
if
supervisor
somebody
can hear,
said,
please, that's it.
Miss Bonnie,
sir,
the
I no longer want to
Miss
speak.
Bonnie, the cop shot
Andrew, I
someone.
no longer want to speak.
So
Thank
don't
you.
speak. I'll talk.
Enough money, enough time. I'm about to ask like ETL. Thank you. You're welcome. May I check if there's a supervisor?
Señora, dé la vuelta, por favor. Por favor, gracias. Está bien.
162.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My elephant was broken, that's why. I was at everything in my front, but he broke in the elephant. I don't have it, that's the one I don't have it. Everything was in there. When you run across the there, I have it. When you come back again with the again, I have it. You know, when you tell people to come in, but as soon as I see him, they'll talk to him. Tell them, that's exactly what I do right now.
Your ID too, sir? Your driver's license. Thank you.
Hola, Rafa. Me gusta tu camisa. Sí, bueno,
Am I still being detained?
Yes.
Thank you.
Attention customers, theft will not be tolerated at this store. The company will prosecute shoplifters at the full extent of the law. Thank you for shopping at Red, White, and Blue.
Atención clientes, el robo no será tolerado en esta tienda. A quien se le encuentre robando será procesado con
What is it?
Gracias
What is it?
por comprar, señor rojo
¿Qué dice?
blanco y azul.
What you say?
No, people don't think
Say what? Stay here. What more? The walkie-talkie?
No, you can. That's what
Oh, no way. Let's finish here.
I'm going to do.
She knows you're busy here.
I know. You know. Sometimes they don't know what they're just.
Come on, okay.
I've been watching that guy. I've been watching him a long time. Coming today. I've been watching him a long time. He was pushing on the one stop.
Dale,
Thank you for shopping.
You got on the pink one? The pink?
Atención clientes, por favor mantengan sus carteras en todo momento. La pueden comprar en el rojo, blanco y azul.
S'il vous plaît, mettez dans les trous avec nous tout le temps.
I don't understand why they just choose to walk through.
It's like that here. People just like bump into you. Like I used to live in New Jersey, and I grew up with like good morning, or like if you were your shopping cart. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Here it's not. I don't know what it is. It's like people just bump into you. No excuse me. Or hi, hello, good morning, girl. But since I moved here, I've seen that more. Like when I moved to South Florida, like if I go to like Publix or like Best Buy, I don't know if it's a culture thing, but I've seen that. I don't know if you experienced that. I've seen that. But it's like you'll be with your shopping cart and then they would just won't move. Like in Jersey, like where I grew up. Oh, sorry. I think that's
It's taking him so long.
Attention customers, attention customers, if you are the owner of a gray CRV Honda with a license plate CXRL19 parked in the north side, please move your car, you are blocking. Atención clientes, si usted es dueño de un Honda color gris con la placa CXRL19 parqueado al lado norte, por favor mover su carro que está bloqueando. Gracias.
He was raising.
He raised who?
No, he wasn't raising you, he was just raising.
I heard him say he raised.
The units advise where they're at exactly.
Inside.
They already know. They already know.
Everybody wants to take it.
okay.
Nobody wants to
All
choose
right.
Nobody wants anybody to show me you up front. How are you,
You want it to here or you want to?
I'm trying to say, did he walk in already?
I don't think so.
I didn't hear the. Yeah, I didn't hear the things you guys had.
Okay. There was an incident that occurred a year and a half ago. They don't have the case number with them. They don't remember the exact thing. However, the incident that occurred was a male committed a theft, and prior to police arrival, he took off running. He said that the police officers documented it, did a report, and told him if they see the person come back again, to contact the police. Today they called us for a formal trespass warning to be issued to the male that committed this theft in the past. I made contact with him. I asked him for his ID. I told him what was my reason for asking for his ID, because the manager was here, who advised me she no longer wants him to come back to the store. He says it's against his rights to provide his ID. I told him we have to document it. He said he has to leave first before it has to be documented.